What if I told you that right now, 63% of Americans couldn't handle a $400 emergency? Not because they're lazy, but because the system keeps you one paycheck away from disaster. Here's the question. When the next disruption hits, and it will you be ready? Or will you be scrambling like everyone else? In the next 10 minutes, I'm showing you exactly what families who survived the Great Depression did. Not the rich ones, regular people. And I'm giving you their playbook updated for 2025. 20 concrete protocols you can execute in 7 days that'll put you ahead of 90% of people when things go sideways. No theory, no fluff, just moves you can make this week. If you want tactics you can actually use, hit subscribe. I don't do clickbait, I do homework. Let's go. You're working harder and buying less, and they tell you that's just the economy. But here's what really happens. Wall Street crashes. You feel it weeks later at your kitchen table. When markets fall, credit gets tight. Banks get scared. Suddenly money costs more to borrow. Businesses see higher costs, so they cut projects first, then people. Laid off workers spend less. That hits local stores who cut hours or close. That chart on CNBC becomes your rent stress, your empty fridge, your sleepless nights. You probably think, I've got a steady job. This doesn't apply to me. Does it though? If your employer depends on cheap credit or consumer spending, you're in the splash zone. Every downturn runs the same loop. Credit tightens, layoffs cascade, spending drops, more layoffs follow. In 2008, unemployment doubled in 18 months. Now here's the twist. What happens when they layer in programmable money? Deadlines on how fast you spend, rules on what you can buy. Imagine payday with a countdown clock. Spend in 30 days or it evaporates. Is that budgeting or permission dressed as convenience? Let me know in the comments what you think about programmable money. The Great Depression wasn't just finance. It was daily life under pressure. Jobs vanished. Banks locked doors. And the people who made it through didn't have luck. They had habits, networks, and skills. Back then, you lost your job and couldn't feed your family. Today, you lose your job, your card gets flagged, and you can't access your money for 3 business days. In 2023, over 40 million Americans had accounts frozen without warning. Can you afford 3 days without access? Drop a comment. How many days could you survive if your bank locked you out? During the Depression, neighborhoods with strong mutual aid networks saw 30% lower mortality rates, not because they had more money, because they had more coordination. We're taking those basics and translating them for now. Between 1929 and 1933, unemployment went from 3% to 25%. 9,000 banks failed. The Dust Bowl forced 2 million people from their homes. Today, 63% of Americans can't handle a $400 emergency. If payment rails glitch, you're locked out. Here's the pattern. Back then, no cushion meant no options. Today, same deal. 54% of Americans earning over $100,000 live paycheck to paycheck. If prices jump 15% like in 2022, you're making bad decisions under stress. The lesson isn't be afraid, it's have a cushion you control. How much cushion do you have right now? Could you survive 2 weeks without income? 1 month? 3 months? Comment below your honest answer. No judgment, just curious where everyone's at. If my content resonates with you, I'd love to have you as part of this community. Subscribe and share in the comments what you'd truly like to explore next. Your voice helps shape what we build together. In the 1930s, cities ran on density. Bread lines, community kitchens, bartering. Rural areas had gardens, livestock, lower cash needs. Urban now means leverage your network. Buying clubs in Portland reduced food costs by 30 to 40%. Skill swaps. Time banks where you trade hours, not dollars. Rural now means food autonomy plus digital income. Grow food, but also need side income that ships digitally. The takeaway: build redundancy. Cities, build tight circles of 5 to 10 people you actually see. Rural, Build self-reliant systems but stay connected digitally. Both need real humans who answer when you call. Do you have that? Who would answer at 2 a.m.? Tell me in the comments. Do you have those people, or do you need to build that circle? Depression families survived on relief gardens, canning bulk staples, grains, beans, oil, salt. By 1934, over 20 million Americans grew food in relief gardens. Modern version: build a 30-day pantry of food you actually eat. Rice, oats, beans, pasta, canned tomatoes, oil, salt, peanut butter. Rotate it. First in, first out. A pantry gives you 2 months to figure things out instead of 2 days. Add micro skills. Grow something in containers. Learn one preservation method: freezing, dehydrating, or pickling. Start a neighborhood buying club. 5 households. Monthly bulk order. Split the cost. One Brooklyn club cut spending by $300 monthly. What would you do with an extra $300 per month? Let me know in the comments. Depression families ran cash-only budgets. Every dollar had a job. Modern translation: build 3 to 6 months of runway. Start with 2 weeks, then a month. Families with 1 month saved are 85% less likely to miss rent during disruption. Kill variable rate debt first. When rates jump, your minimum payment can double. In 2022, credit card minimums increased 42% on average. Build 2 income lines, one boring and recurring, one with upside. The boring one pays bills. The variable one builds cushion. Use the used first rule. Buy used, fix before replacing. Negotiate bills every 6 months. 70% who called got reductions averaging 150s annually. Cancel 2 subscriptions you forgot about. Americans pay over $200 monthly on unused subscriptions. Call your internet provider. Say you're switching. Watch them find a discount. Drop a comment if you've ever negotiated a bill down. I want to hear your wins. When everything's breaking, your head breaks first. Depression families stayed sane with routines, community gatherings, shared meals. Those with regular community had 40% lower anxiety rates. What works now? News diet. 2 windows daily, 30 minutes max. Alerts off. People consuming 2+ hours of news daily have chronic stress cortisol levels. Daily non-negotiables. Sleep 7 to 8 hours. Walk 20 minutes. Sleep-deprived people make financial decisions like being legally drunk. Build one weekly community touchpoint, a group you see in person. Run club, church, makerspace. Harvard's 80-year study found strong relationships are the single best predictor of long-term well-being and financial stability. You don't need 1,000 friends. You need 2 or 3 that actually show up. Phone numbers that answer at 2 a.m. Comment below. Are you part of a real community or realizing you need to find one? The 1930s didn't have digital rails or cyber risk. We do. So we update. Payments. Don't put everything in one bank. 2 banks, 1 credit union, 1 fintech app. Small cash buffer. In 2023, 18 million Americans had payment disruptions over 48 hours. Redundancy isn't paranoia. Self-custody. Get a hardware wallet. Do a $20 test send. This is about having money no one can freeze. Documents, IDs, passports, simple will. Encrypted copies offline. Identity theft hit 33 million Americans in 2023 with 6-month resolution times. Comms redundancy. Power bank. Offline notes with contacts. Winter Storm Uri left 4 million without power for days. Those without printed contacts couldn't reach family. Here are the 20 resilience protocols. Pick 5. Do them, then do 5 more. Protocol 1. Expense audit. Audit 90 days. Cancel 2 subscriptions. Negotiate 1 bill. Average savings, $250 monthly. Protocol 2. Two Account Firewall. Operating account for daily life. Buffer account for disruptions. Automate the split. Protocol 3. Debt priority list. Attack highest variable APR first. Protocol 4. Consistency rule. $10 weekly beats $100 once. Protocol 5, self-custody setup. Hardware wallet, $20 test send, seed phrase on paper. Protocol 6, one-page offer. Service offer to 5 local businesses. Protocol 7, 30-day pantry. Staples you eat. Rotate them. Protocol 8, preservation skill. Learn freezing, dehydrating, or pickling. Protocol 9, buying club launch. 5 households, monthly bulk order. Protocol 10, basic toolkit. Screwdrivers, pliers, duct tape, superglue. Protocol 11, news diet. 2 windows daily, 30 minutes max. Protocol 12, daily foundation. 20-minute walks, 7 to 8 hours sleep. Protocol 13, document backup. Backup IDs digitally and physically. Protocol 14, offline contact card. Paper card and wallet with key contacts. Protocol 15, housing flexibility map. Price out roommate options before you need them. Protocol 16, 72-hour power plan. Chargers, lights, water, charge batteries, flashlights. Protocol 17, local resource map. Map clinics, markets, repair shops without GPS. Protocol 18, monthly money meeting. 30 minutes with family. What's working, what's tight, what's next. Protocol 19, skill swap. Teach one skill, learn one back. Protocol 20, weekly community anchor. Pick a community, show up weekly. 6 hours this week executing 5 protocols can change the next 6 years. Comment which 5 you're starting with. I want to see what everyone picks. The people who survived the Depression relied on habits, skills, and community. When credit tightens and options shrink, those with food, cash flow, and support networks keep moving. Old rules still work. Pantry, savings, mutual aid, updated for today with multiple payment rails, backups, and digital resilience. Opinions won't save you in a blackout. People and preparation will. Disruptions hit without warning, but those with a simple, resilient plan don't freeze. Stay ready, stay steady, prepare calmly.